What's up, everyone? Welcome to another NHL Offseason update video. We did our big offseason update after the free agent frenzy. Just a couple moves just to kind of clean house here.
Yeah. Before we deep dive into the signings all around, with the Zach Werenski extension and the Seth Jones contract, I wanted to take a look at the top defensive contracts. I find it just to be a little bit much.
So Werenski just signed his extension.
Yeah. Along with Jones.
Yeah.
Who they both signed their extensions.
Yeah.
One with Chicago, one with Columbus.
Yeah.
You see the top four, they're all overpaid.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Carlton at 11.5, Doughty at 11, Werenski and Jones both at 9.5.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy to me. You have Roman Josi, who I think that's a good contract, Cale Makar, but then you go down Hamilton, Trouba, guys like that. You just kind of wonder what's going on here.
Yeah.
I don't feel their pay really lives up to their play.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's the price, that's the market for these top tier defensemen now. Even, again, guys like Werenski or Jones, who I don't feel are the most complete of defenders, right? Because if they were, having them both on the same team, you figure Columbus would be a lot stronger.
Yeah.
So that's all there. But anyways, Werenski signs his extension. He's with Columbus for the next 7 years now.
Yeah.
Some more moves, Tyler Bertuzzi, who probably currently is Detroit's best player alongside Dylan Larkin.
Yeah.
They have him for the next 2 years, which at his age, you would expect him to sign a longer term deal, but it's probably a wait and see for him to see where this franchise is going and if this is a team he wants to commit to.
Yeah.
Which Detroit needs him more than he needs Detroit at this point.
Yeah.
The Rangers need Reeves, especially after getting absolutely destroyed by Tom Wilson, not Washington. It was just Tom Wilson.
It's funny looking at all the moves New York has made to beef themselves up after Tom Wilson just single-handedly I don't even know. It looked like a WWE match out there.
He went out there, guys. They did the moves they need to because they have a young, skilled team.
Yeah.
To make those deep runs, you need these tough guys anyways. But when you're playing teams like Washington consistently, you especially need a guy like Reeves who can keep Wilson in his place.
Yeah.
Thomas Tatar, I didn't expect him to not only sign a multi-year deal, but a fairly large contract, 4.5.
4.5 per year is just pretty sizable.
Yeah, pretty sizable because he didn't work in Montreal. Now he's a $4, maybe even $6 million guy, somewhere in that range because of his skill and his talent. So this can be a bargain.
But he didn't play a whole lot last year. He was a healthy scratch.
To be a scratch and get this kind of money, I'm surprised there wasn't a show-me contract, but good for him to get some certainty in his deal.
Yep.
And again, New Jersey continuing to beef up. This is a skilled guy who can put up some points for them and make them a much better team. But it may also hurt if he doesn't fit their system like he didn't in Montreal.
Yeah.
Toronto also making some moves to beef up, and their forward core is filthy at this point.
Yeah.
Nick Ritchie and Andre Kasha.
As that was the one thing when we talked just after trade deadline, or not trade, free agency. Once that deadline opened up there, felt the Leafs didn't do a whole lot in terms of addressing their forward depth.
Yeah.
I think these moves of picking up two guys that Boston didn't issue qualifying offers to, I really like the Ritchie deal. I think this guy could potentially fit in the top six.
Yeah, and Kasha, who has that top six upside.
The potential's there.
Yeah, if it weren't for injuries in Anaheim, he was one of their best forwards. So. For him to play in a limited role in Toronto, I think it will work quite well. Yeah.
I like the overall moves with Ritchie, Kasha, Bunting, who they signed to. I think they're a lot deeper and they were pretty deep last year. Obviously they re-signed Simmons too, but they were
more complete now.
They were older though. This is a young depth too, which is something that I think especially making deep playoff runs will help too. These guys will have the legs
you need that
Thornton
balance.
may not have had.
Yeah, you need the balance there.
Yeah.
A mix of good veterans, experienced players, but guys who can take you deep in the playoffs.
But they still brought back Spezza, Simmons. So again, like you said, the balance
they have options.
Is there. They do have options. Yeah.
Yeah, and another thing to note with the Kasha deal is if he's sent down to the minors, that does not count towards their cap. Any deal signed under 1.25 won't count towards the cap. So it's a risk-free deal.
It is, yeah.
And there's a lot of upside. There's really only upside to it.
And this takes the pressure off guys like Engvall or Mikheyev, that those guys are definitely top 9 guys, but to put them into the top 6 conversation is a little unfair.
Yeah.
So with that, that'll do it for this NHL update video. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, give it a like down below. Subscribe so you don't miss any of our other uploads. Comment down below what your thought on these deals were. And with that, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.